Spirit Tribe. Gigi here with Spirit Readings, and I'm so glad and so happy that you're able to join me here today, taking a look at the month of October for Leo. So wherever you happen to have Leo in your birth chart, like me, a Leo sun, I think Mercury as well, or if you're just wanting to check in on a Leo, hello and welcome. So happy to have you here. We are going to be finding out what you will be reaping this month of October, you know, because we have the haystack here, karma. You will reap what you have sown. Sorry, my cat scratched me. Ma'am, you need to behave yourself. No. Sorry, she has had her nip treats and she is being crazy. So, all right, you guys. So, where was I? So, you know, you're either going to be really happy about what you're reaping or not so much, depending on what you've been putting out into the environment. So, you know, this is a reminder to be more mindful and aware that you are literally manifesting all the time. So if you don't like what's been coming back to you, check in with your thoughts and check in with your feelings, because you are the only one that can change it. Now, please keep in mind that there are so many of us, so not everything may resonate, and that's perfectly okay. You can just set it to the side for someone else or for later even. You know, it may make more sense as events continue to unfold. Anything and everything is possible when we believe. So if it doesn't apply, you just go on ahead and you let her fly. No harm, no foul, no big deal. If you are new here, please keep in mind that I have had strokes, so you know that can really affect my memory. I can struggle to find my words or even get them out. I do get tongue-tied. I also have tremors, which can make shuffling a bit of a challenge, especially when it feels like I'm being zapped in my hands. Whenever that happens, I tend to drop whatever I'm holding, cards included. My cat just tried to jump up on the table, so yikes, she is on one today. Where was I? Yeah, I have glaucoma, so sometimes I have to bring the cards a little closer to my face so that I can see them properly. So just bear with me, you guys. You know, the messages get out the way that they are meant to eventually, right? Okay, even with a crazy kitty on the loose. So everything that you need to know about me, about this channel, you can find that in the description box, especially if you would like to book a personal private reading with me, if you would like to purchase something from my wish list like a candle or a card deck, if you would like to purchase something for my household or my fur babies, or just make a donation, that can all be found in that description box down below. So make sure you check that out. Now, before we get into cards, we are going to get a zodiac sign message from the spirit board. That is what Spirit has chosen for October. So all right, Spirit, Leo, October 2025, a zodiac sign message. What is it that Leo needs to know here? And it's going to Libra. Ooh, okay. And you know, October is part of Libra season, September 23rd to October 22nd. Key words: partnership, peace, union, color sense, sophistication, good taste, yin and yang, law, balance, cooperation, fairness, quality control, aesthetic, harmonious, fence sitter, romantic, ideas, iron fist in a velvet glove. Well, that sounds interesting. Opinions, politics, diplomacy, good manners, fashion, moderate, pro and con, idealism, comfort, shopping, and justice. And Libra's symbolic meaning. Libra is the only sign whose symbol is not alive, not a human, animal, or fish. Its symbol is the old-fashioned balance scale, the symbol of equal measure and justice. The scales of Libra remind us that the time of Libra was when the harvest was weighed and measured against those of other years and other farmers. Public declarations of contractual partnerships were made and were fulfilled as goods were exchanged for their fair market value. For this Reba McEntire, are you watching? For this reason, Libra is the sign of contracts, laws, and judgment. But the perfect balance of the Librian scales was also a reminder that the first 6 warming full moons of the lunar year had passed, and that the challenges of the next 6 cooling full moons were to come. The scales that symbolize Libra indicate the relative weight or value of everything by attaining, attaining, where was I? Really? Oh my gosh. Okay, the scales that symbolize Libra indicate the relative weight or value of everything by attaining a position of rest, resolution, and harmony. I gotta keep an eye out for this cat, y'all. A scale never brought to a state of equilibrium is almost worthless. Librans are interested in everything that will help them attain contentment. With their exceedingly rare and keen perception, there is no human attainment beyond the Libran's grasp. Librans seek the perfect partnership in business and romance. The sign's association with contracts connects it to marriage rather than love affairs. The drive to attain perfection extends to the beautifying of one's home with art, attractive furnishings, and color-coordinated accents and accessories of all kinds. Yeah, see, my cat just jumped up on the table and was like, hey, let me knock some of your stuff down, and try to hit a doggo with it. So, you know, that's what they do. All right, let's get some spell casting oracle messages here for you, Leo, for this month of October. Let's see what else you need to know here, Leo, my fellow Leos. We have peace coming in. Yes, please sign me up for that. We have transformation. Look at that big, beautiful butterfly there. And we have trust coming in as well. And let's get one more here for Leo for October. Let's see. We have boundaries coming in as well. Ooh, okay. Let's see what we need to know, starting with peace. Peace that surpasses all understanding. This is a time for quiet, a time for reflection, to be still. The peace you crave requires you to slow down, to stop thinking, and to take time out. Give yourself a chance to be silent in order to hear the loving messages of angels' whispers. To feel the spirit rest upon your head and to open your heart to appreciate the beauty around you. Be still, breathe, and go deep into the sanctuary within. Here in this sacred place, you'll find restoration of balance and harmony. Once you've convalesced in tranquility, you'll be able to see with new eyes and achieve a sense of peace in every moment. Oh my goodness, I love that. All right, transformation. It's been a long and arduous journey through the dark night of the soul. Nobody held you, sympathized with you, or dried your tears, nor did they congratulate or praise you. This was your path to walk alone with only the misery of isolation for company. However, as you faced up to obstacles and challenges, a process of understanding and forgiveness has enabled you to embrace the parts that serve you. As one who has walked through the darkness, you're now ready to emerge and be brightly transformed, so you can now hold the energy of both dark and light, knowing and wisdom in balance. So, all areas of our life require balance, and who better than Libra to balance, right? So you could have Libra in your birth chart. You could be dealing with a Libra, someone with Libra in their chart, right? And it's perfectly okay if you don't know, you guys. And it can be anywhere in your relationships even. So, we don't always even know our own birth chart, let alone that of every person we know, right? All right, trust. You'd be wise to be watchful and to trust no one at this time. Keep yourself to yourself and do not buy into any fear or chaos that's being stirred up around you. You know the truth, so stand strong in being true to who you are. Remember that relationships, whether personal or business, should be built on trust, and a mutual agreement could test your faith. You've been let down badly before, and it's taken a while to trust again. However, someone vulnerable needs your assurance, and a secret is shared. It's time to prove how trustworthy you really can be. Trustworthy and loyal even. All right, boundaries. You're being taken for a ride again. People do like taking advantage of you, don't they? The problem is that you like to please people. Okay, calling me out here, Spirit. And so you avoid letting them down and pander to their requests. You have a kind soul and would do anything for anyone. It's a beautiful gesture, and you genuinely want everybody to be happy, but at what cost? If your own wants and needs are being ignored, then always putting others first means that you're not valuing yourself. When you say yes to others, make sure that you're not saying no to yourself. Eventually, you'll feel worn down, trodden on, and resentful. It's time to be assertive and put boundaries in place. That is exactly why it is so vital, important, and necessary to have your strong, healthy boundaries in place, you guys. All right, Leo, let's see what's going on in the love department for you this month of October. This can include yourself, family, friends, significant other, literally anywhere that you have love. So if you're like, hey Gigi, I really love my job, I really love the people I get to work with, the people I get to interact with, or I really love my hobbies, then guess what? That is all included here as well. We do have marriage coming in. So, maybe you're deepening your commitment if you're not married already. Maybe you're getting engaged, or maybe you are getting married this month, and maybe this is your anniversary month. That could be coming in as well. You're being encouraged to pour more love into yourself and into those around you. Send as much love and light and positive energy out into the universe as you can. It goes a long way. We do have mice, discord among friends or family. So, three blind mice heading off in different directions. You know, we don't always get along with everybody all the time, but you do have a diamond. You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift, and you know, often in rings the diamond is what is you. So this diamond ring doesn't shine for me anymore. I don't know, that song just popped into my head there. All right, let's see what's going on in career and finance for you this month of October, Leo. You know, I always like to know what's going on with my money, honey. You know, I'm always like, hey, yo, give me $1 million. You know, like how nice would it be if you woke up tomorrow and there's just $1 million sitting in all of your accounts? I'd be like, yep, I manifested that. I sure did. Show me my dadgum money right now. So you do have career coming in here, and with the desk I feel like there is some studying going on, whether you're going to school for the first time or back to school to further your you know, career. Maybe you do have some kind of desk job, you know, that's also possible here as well. Slow down, pay attention to your work. Wealth is shining on you this month. Look at all those golden coins. We also have the 4-leaf clover for great good fortune, a lucky, prosperous, abundant time. We have the egg, success assured with good plans and hard work. It is a golden egg, a golden opportunity. Eggs are also signs of fertility. We also have the boat, money or property through an inheritance, winning, or windfall. Your ship is literally coming in here this month of October, Leo. All right, let's see what's going on in life for you this month of October, Leo. You know, life do be lifing a little too hard sometimes. You know, your girl here is like, hey, yo, life, why don't you pump your brakes, use some Vaseline? And life's like, nah, bro, you can handle it. And I'm like, just because I can don't mean I want to. You know, I would like to float on Easy Street, you know, just once, have my address on Easy Street. Okay, we have the butterfly, a change for the better. You know, going through this transformation is for your highest and greatest good. We have hat. You will be playing a different role. Maybe you're wearing multiple hats here, or getting a new hat for the first time, like if you're becoming a parent, you know. All right, we have dog close up, a pleasure with a close friend. Not only am I a Leo sun, but I was born in the year of the dog, so I love that. I am here for you. Let's kick up our heels and have a good time. We also have the carriage, a journey, either physical or mental, but hey, you're arriving in style. It could also be emotional or spiritual as well. It could be all of the above, Spirit is saying. And we have flowers for happiness. So, you know, I always hear, I can buy myself flowers. You know, that Miley Cyrus song. Sorry, I got off key there. It happens, you know, I'm not a professional. All right, let's get some messages from the moon. You know, the moon is all about changes in our lives. You know, the moon herself goes through her changes, her cycles, her phases from new to full. She is beautiful, wonderful, and amazing in whatever phase she happens to be in, and so are you. So let's get some messages from Mama Moon here for you, Leo, for this month of October. Leo, month of October for Leo. Leo. We have new moon in Aries. Go for it. So, I mean, you know what this is and you know it's time. You also have full moon in Libra find a balance. Ooh, okay. So, you know, Libra showing up for you here again. And I know in my birth chart, I have several Libra placements. I can't tell you where they are off the top of my head, though. So there's that. So new moon in Aries, go for it. This is an especially good sign if you need more courage or determination, or if you're chasing someone or something. Be driven, determined, take action, ditch faint-heartedness. Your manifestation affirmation. I am on the right track. Soon I will fill in the blank with whatever that is for you personally. I am on the right track, and soon I will have what it is that I am asking for. All right. Full moon in Libra. Find a balance. Find a balance between your own needs and what you do for others. Not the first time that has come up. Remember that we're all co-creating, so getting other people on your side by being understanding is a win-win. Your manifestation affirmation. There is love all around me. I am lovable. Yes, there is love all around me. I am lovable, and you are worthy and deserving of love. So be open and ready to not only give, but to receive. All right, let's get a sixth sense connection oracle message here for you, Leo, for this month of October. Let's see what your higher self wants you to know. You have a number 19 for reflection coming in. So, ooh, okay. Reflection. What is your reflection showing? We draw experiences to ourselves that reflect our thoughts and feelings. Ask yourself, am I repressing and storing negative emotions instead of releasing them? You know, sometimes when we go through trauma, our brain kind of shuts down as a way to protect ourselves, but then our body stores that trauma, and we're like, ooh, what are these aches and pains about? Right? Until you let go of the past and its difficult lessons, you will attract situations that continue to reflect them. What do you want out of life? Peace, joy, happiness, or more misery? You know, misery loves company, they say. Being happy is a choice that only you can make. Allow your reflection to bring you the wonderful life that you deserve. You are worthy of having this wonderful life. You deserve it. You deserve to have what you desire. Affirmation. I am happy and attract good health, wealth, and prosperity. Some good crystals are chalcedony, black onyx, rainbow fluorite, and blue kyanite. I am happy and attract good health, wealth, and prosperity. Yes. All right, let's get some Moon Magic mini deck messages here for you, Leo. Petey, quit. Sorry, my dog's chewing on herself and I'm trying to get her to quit. Pete, quit. And she don't want to listen. She's like, look, this is the only way I got to itch myself, mother. But she's creating little ouchies on her tail, and I'm trying to prevent it from getting worse. So, all right, I seek balance and grounding. Come on, Libra, showing up here again. Waning gibbous 3. Yes, I seek balance and grounding. I am connected to the earth and all life around me. Moon goddess Artemis. Ooh, yes. I am connected to the earth and all life around me. All right, let's get some language of flowers mini deck messages here for you, Leo, for this month of October. I mean, you have flowers up there for happiness, you know, realizing that happiness is a choice. So let's see what you get here. So you have status, or that's how I'm saying it, I'm not sure if that's right, for adaptation. Change will be better than you think. You know, you're going through transformation, change for the better. You are adapting, changing, growing. We also have cactus flower for endurance. Hold on, you can do this. So, you know, just like the cactus flower is built for its environment, you are built for yours. All right, let's get you a bonus from the Oracle of Destiny here. Let's see what else you need to know this month of October, Leo. And you have Dot coming in here. So, ooh, okay. Thank you so much for running the numbers up on last month's reading. That is why you are getting a bonus here in this month's reading. If you want a chance at a bonus in your next month's reading, make sure you run the numbers up on this reading. Let's see. Finding dots. Sometimes finding these are harder than you would think here. Come on, Dot. Woo. There we go. So the aspect of the hand is literally the whole hand. You can have these dots, also referred to as spots, literally anywhere. We have reached the point. It is said when you strike the heart of the issue in a situation or relationship. We can take note that it has not been as simple as we thought, and that we are facing a difficulty. Thanks to this realization, we can face anything, and we are already on the way to a solution. So, you know, if you're looking for answers, you guys, sometimes we have to meditate and pray, you know, and get in a quiet spot so we can hear the messages coming in. Yes, I know you want me to hold you. Hang on. Ow, don't climb up there. Nope. Not doing that. All right, she wants to climb me like a jungle gym and get on my desk behind me, you know, and create kitty chaos. So, all right, Leo, these are your messages for October. I hope you enjoyed them. If you did, please drop me a comment down below. Let me know. Make sure you smash the heck out of that like button, that old thumbs up button down there. Hit it with the razzle dazzle. If you haven't already and you find you keep coming back here, please subscribe to the channel, you guys. That truly means so very much to me. I love growth. I love expansion. I love being able to interact with all of you. It really does bring a lot of joy into my life. You know, you are part of the teamwork that makes this dream work. I wouldn't be able to do it without all of you, and I'm very grateful and thankful. So, you know, reaping some peace, you're going through changes, transformation for the better, learning to trust. And what was this one again? Because, you know, my brain, oh yeah, putting our strong, healthy boundaries in place and taking care of ourselves first. You know, we can't please everyone all the time, so we might as well say yes to our own self. Pour some more love into all of your relationships, especially with yourself. Pour it into situations and into like the future, right? You know, we're not always going to get along all the time, and that's okay. Again, take care of yourself, put yourself first. You need to find balance. Literally, all of our lives require balance. Don't be afraid to go for it. You're going to be receiving a gift. Your ship is coming in. You've got a golden egg for a golden opportunity. Not only that, you found a 4-leaf clover. What? You know, your career is taking off, and you know, you keep pouring into it. So you know, it's like the 8 of Pentacles. You're striving to master your skills, and wealth will rain down on you. You know, if you're happy and you love what you do, it's like the more easy things flow to you, right? And maybe you're going to be changing hats, maybe you're going to be changing roles, and it could be wearing a hat for a first time. You know, if you're becoming a parent or getting married, you know, that sort of thing. Remember to spend time with your friends. You know, this journey you're going on is, you know, helping this transformation, helping these changes. And buy yourself flowers if it makes you happy. Do more of the things that bring you happiness. All right, Leo, from the bottom of my heart, I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. And I want to say thank you. Blessed be. Namaste and goodbye.